Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back. And in today's video, we will be talking about what it looks like to have your moon sign within the sign of Virgo. And so similar to what we have discussed in previous videos here within this moon sign series using Vedic astrology, we are not going to go deep into the nakshatras. In this video, we are going to lay the foundation of what it looks like to have this position of the moon in Virgo. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. So before we get into what it looks like to have your moon sign in Virgo, we need to understand, what does the moon represent? The moon in Vedic astrology is representing the mind, and so this is our thoughts and feelings. The moon is signifying our intuition, our creativity, our imagination. It is our internal world. And so the moon is dictating our behaviors, our patterns, and cycles throughout life. Similar to those who behave strangely during different cycles of the moon is dictating all of these behavioral patterns and how we are reacting and responding within our environment. And so the moon sign is connected to our state of mind. Along with that, the moon is representing our mother, our home environment, the things that are bringing us emotional security along with material security. So the moon is all about comfort, nourishment, our home environment. The moon is the ruler of Cancer, and Cancer is the natural fourth sign within the zodiac, relating back to the fourth house, which is all about our conveniences, our luxury, our home environment, our connection to our mother, our vehicles, everything that is giving us a sense of comfort and stability within our lives, along with emotional nourishment. And so the moon is strongly connected to this. Along with that, the moon is signifying changes and fluctuation within our lives, as the moon is the quickest of all the planets, moving 2 to 3 days time. It is signifying all of these different changes and phases of our life as our moods and thoughts are changing. Because of this, the moon is one of the most accurate indicators of the personality, as those who are born under the same sun sign are going to have that same sign for a 30-day window, but they can be born under a different moon sign, signifying different behaviors and patterns showing up within that individual. So this is giving us an inside look at how a person is truly functioning and thinking and feeling within their life. So what is happening when the moon comes into the sign of Virgo? Well, this is a great combination, because first we have to understand that the moon has certain relationships with other planets. The moon is good friends with the sun and Mercury, but remains neutral to the other planets. Mercury is controlling the sign of Virgo, and it is also exalted in the sign of Virgo. And so we see this very strong mercurial influence here within Virgo. And because of this, this is a great position. The moon and this mercurial energy here of Virgo coming together is going to give us a very intellectual person. Mercury is controlling communication, logic, entrepreneurship skills, being able to think from various different perspectives, understanding patterns and numbers. This is giving incredible logical skills and great attention to detail with the moon in Virgo. So those who are born with this position have incredibly precise and analytical ways of thinking. These are people who are very good at organizing details and information. These are people who are good in terms of adjusting and solving problems. There are strong problem-solving skills because the sign of Virgo is connected to the 6th house of the zodiac, where we deal with everyday problems within our reality. And so Virgo is very much good in terms of healing, problem-solving, doing very much logical and technical skilled activities. And so those who are born here within this sign of Virgo are incredibly intellectual and perceptive. there is almost too much of this precision that is happening here within this position, as those with a Virgo moon have a tendency to overthink things and to become overly worried and panicked about certain situations in their life. And so there's also a strong sensitivity that is connected to this position. These are the hypochondriacs, those who are very much schedule oriented and are having difficulty with delays and chaos within their environments. There can be a lot of stress, a lot of worrying, a lot of anxiety that is connected into this position. There is a strong need for order, for organization, for details to be very specific and organized in a precise way. These are people who are functioning in more of a logical left brain way within their lives. These are people who also tend to be very creative as well. Once again, we're putting the moon and Mercury together, which are great friends, and both of these are very changeable and flexible energies, making those born within the moon in Virgo incredibly clever and talented individuals. And so there tends to be artistic skills or technical skills that are attached to this as well, where there are profound creative gifts for those who have this position. These are people who would make very good writers or healers, or people who have to deal with very specific and precise skill sets. Now, we also have to understand the position of Mercury as well, as the moon is a very flexible and changeable energy. And so any planets that are involved with the moon can greatly affect this. And as Virgo is controlled by Mercury, we have to also see what is the condition of Mercury. Is it damaged? Is it in a difficult position? This can affect the results of the moon in Virgo. Also, we have to look if there are any planets that are also aspecting or involved with the moon itself in a conjunction. All of these things can change the effects of how the moon will behave within the chart. Along with that, we have to understand that Virgo has 3 different nakshatras. And so each of those nakshatras will give a different type of personality. Those who are born within the same sign, but within a different nakshatra, will behave differently. And so the first nakshatra that's falling here within the sign of Virgo is one that we discussed in the previous video, as it started out in the sign of Leo and ends out here in Virgo, and that is Uttara Phalguni. Uttara Phalguni is the nakshatra that is connected to service, humanitarianism, philanthropical work. And so these are individuals who are very much service oriented. They are highly intellectual, and they are looking to share their skills with the world to help others. And so there is a strong humanitarian call within that first nakshatra that is falling here within the sign of Virgo. Those who are born under the second nakshatra within Virgo are born under the Hasta nakshatra, and Hasta is represented by a hand. So especially here when the moon comes into Hasta, those who are born under this position are having very technical hands-on skills, right? The hands are representing the ability to work with the hands, but also the ability to quickly grasp onto information and skill sets at a very fast rate. And so these are very quick thinkers, very much clever and skilled technical people who are able to learn and pick up skills and information very quickly. These are people who are extremely clever, and there is a need to use this clever-mindedness in a positive way, as this can also be used for manipulation and to use charm and this ability to communicate very well to get one's way in this very manipulative and cunning way of getting around issues and taking the easy way out. So there is a tendency to use this charm and this quick wit that is here within Hasta to take advantage of others. On the other end of that, that energy is also tends to be used used towards service and helping others, as these people can quickly catch on to different skills and techniques that can be used to help others. Anything involving the hands, such as writing, massage therapy, handyman, any of those skills that are involving using the hands in that very technical and logical way, is very powerful here within this position. Those who are born within the last nakshatra of Virgo are born under the nakshatra of Chitra, and this is a nakshatra that starts out in Virgo but trails over into the sign of Libra. Here there is a strong desire for beauty, for art, for all of the pleasurable things in life. And so there is a ton of passion towards attaining the beautiful things in life, making these individuals slightly indulgent and prone towards indulging too much into the pleasures and the intoxications of life. Those who are born within this Chitra nakshatra are also incredibly artistic, as this nakshatra is connected to the pleasure, the beauty. And so those who are found within this portion of Chitra especially have great creative skills, great design skills, but especially in this Virgo portion of Chitra, you see this more in a logical, technical way. This would make a great computer designer. This would make someone who is good in terms of math, in terms of using those technical, logical skills to design and create things within life. So this has been my interpretation of what it looks like to have your moon within the sign of Virgo. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you like this video, feel free to leave a like as well as a comment. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button along with the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any new content. If you have any additional questions or anything that you'd like me to bring up in a future video regarding Vedic astrology, feel free to leave it down below and I will get back to you. I want to thank you all so much for joining. I hope you all have a great day and I will see you in the next video.